with the changes that are going on the earth plane and the growth of AI, is there still a need like to go to college and get a degrees? What should we be learning right now?
Well, this acceleration that is taking place will be changing and shifting your educational system quite rapidly. And so it is of great importance to align with what brings you joy, what is the essence within one's own heart that they are wanting to share on a planetary level, to be of service or to bring forth their creativity and to align their frequency of support within their own energetic field and for those of others. And if there is great clarity in that, and if that clarity is in alignment with something in which learning is necessary, and an institution can provide that learning so that one can perform that operational skill in which they are seeking, then more of a traditional education may be warranted at that time. However, the idea of education in the way in which you have all perceived it and the need to for higher education will change very quickly and rapidly. And many of the institutions that you have all looked up to for higher learning will, like all things in all institutions on your planet, be going through a rapid transformation and a reworking, should we say, and will become more places of collaboration, connection, creativity, communication, and rapport building. But it is that the AI, as you speak of, will be replacing many things. And although that can at times feel frightening, it will be opening also opportunities for other energies, other experiences. So it is dependent upon the individual and each particular situation. There is no blanket answer as to whether one should seek higher education or not, but the hoops that children have passed through for so long that have led them to the same place in which then they go forth by reiterating information in order to receive a judgment or to receive a grade about how they did on something, in order for them to be seen to be worthy of receiving more information, and to take that information and to reiterate that, and to also have it judged, in which they receive a grade to be worthy of more information. That particular model in itself will become outdated fairly quickly. Within several years, it will no longer be viable. But what will be viable is your creativity, the consciousness that you carry, the love within your heart, and your capacity to remove those constructs and to move into a state of an avatar state, in which that in which has been dormant within you, within the divinity of who you are, through your creation process that has not been accessible to you, comes back online. And so many other types of schools will start to flourish and begin to pop up that will bring you back into teachings of playfulness and teachings of indigenous ways and attuning to nature and building and creating together, and connections similar to that of the great mystery schools, and learning and remembering how to communicate telepathically, how to heal miraculously, how to teleport from one place to another, how to birth or give energies to the vibrations of instant creation and manifestation, stepping into one's own power source, into the infinite possibilities of creation itself, through the opening of the heart center and the attunement to the quantum field itself, will become the energies that will be profoundly needed and sought after to align with the avatar vibration of who it is that you are, in which case the learning and the repetitive spitting out of information, which will be done by the machine, will no longer be needed. And yet the input of the creativity of the creation process will always be an unfoldment in the human experience. And however, like many things, you all find yourself on a bridge in the center between the third dimension and the fifth dimension, because the constructs are still operating, the schools are still working, the children are sitting still in the hardback chairs in the classroom at a desk, and it is that many are still taking their SATs and going to institutions of higher learning. And it is not to say that that is not valuable, but you are in between two worlds. You have not left that world yet, but you have yet not to build or enter this new one. You find yourself right now as a collective in the center of this bridge between these 2 points, these two frequencies. And so it can be difficult to know, do we move toward the traditional energy that is familiar and safe? Do we leap off into something that fully hasn't formed yet with the hope that it will work, but it is not clear? It is that you're at the cutting edge of moving into this fifth dimensional vibration. Where do you go? What is it that you do? And so right now, because you are in the center of the bridge, you have to take the middle path between the two until the energy takes that quantum leap into the fifth dimension, meaning that it is important to integrate both energies, both frequencies, and to weave them together as you begin to take stepping stones to pass into higher dimensional realities.